Do you know who my generous guy is?
I don't know.
I think you could guess. It's Arshdeep Bains.
Oh.
With 12 assists through 9 games with Abbotsford. Let's bring him in. Arshdeep Bains joins the show. Waiting on Grady.
Our new producer here. Yeah,
there he goes.
There we
Arsh, how's it going, man?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. We're doing well. Walk us through those 12 assists. Your start to the season. How's it been for you?
Each one. Break it down.
Yeah, break each one down.
Break each one. No, it's been good. I think the guys have been pretty happy too. I think we've had a pretty solid start, but it's been a good start for us, I think.
Absolutely. And Arsh, you're leading the league right now in points in the AHL. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, it's pretty rewarding, I think. That's obviously it's nice to hear, but yeah, I got to be humble and I got to give the respect to my teammates. They've helped me a lot and the staff.
Absolutely. I know one thing that I've noticed from watching you play this season is something that Ryan Johnson talked about at the end of the year. He said in the offseason, it's going to be a massive one for you, build some lower body strength and be able to gain some speed. I think we're seeing that this season. Do you feel quicker out on the ice after what you did this summer?
Yeah, for sure. I think the staff had a good idea of what I needed to work on and was able to train with them. And coming into the season, I think I had a little bit more confidence. So it's a good recipe to have a good start. So it's been really good.
Arsh, we talked a lot about your development as a player last season, just from the start of last season to the end of last season. But from the end of last season to now, it looks like you've taken another step. Walk me through that. Like, what's that all been like, your development?
Yeah, I think coming in the first year, I think there's a lot to learn when you first come in. You know how everybody kind of works and what you got to work on and how good everybody really is. And there's a lot of men out here playing, and coming in at 21, it can be tough. But I think I was able to kind of adjust throughout that season and kind of find my footing and kind of was able to finish the season strong. And coming into the summer, I knew that I had to work on some things, get a little bit faster, stronger. And I knew I can kind of play with my head at kind of the same speed. I like to think the game really well. So I was able to kind of get everything together to kind of get ready for the season. And I think I've shown a little bit of a step into the start of this season, and hopefully I can find some consistency.
You were one of the players that we saw get an extended look in training camp. What did that mean to you? And was there anything you learned just from being in that position for longer?
Yeah, that's something I didn't, kind of expect coming into the camp, knowing that they kind of wanted to take a good look at me. But when I was there, I was able to, kind of learn from my teammates and my line mates. I know I was able to play with Suter and Garland, and those are two hell of good players. So kind of seeing how they play and how they work, it was nice to work with them for a couple of weeks, and then I think it helped me throughout the start of the season, playing at their pace and kind of seeing what it takes.
Arsh, we're seeing this season in the AHL. I'm seeing flashes of what you looked like in the WHL when you were absolutely dominant in that league. Are you starting to feel that the confidence is just helping you like on ice when you guys are having like a 90-second possession in the offensive zone? That seems to be like when you're cooking at it the most. Like, is that something that's coming from confidence in this league?
Yeah, for sure. I think my 20-year-old year, I was pretty confident, and I was able to get some chemistry with my line mates, and I think I'm starting to build that with Amon and with Drizzy. We've had some good chemistry these last couple of games, and just being confident, being able to trust them, and I think that's why our line's been doing pretty solid so far. I know we're missing a couple guys, but I think we're doing a pretty good job right now.
You mentioned you guys are missing a couple of guys, but I know that a lot of the young guys are running this team right now. It seems like there's been a shift, and I look at lineups every night when I'm watching who you guys are playing against, and I'm like, man, you guys have a much younger roster. Like, what's that like to know that you guys not only have one of the youngest rosters in the AHL, but you guys are looking like one of the better teams a lot of those nights as well?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a good opportunity for a lot of our guys to kind of showcase what they can do. I think it's kind of what Jeremy's been saying, that it's a good opportunity for a lot of guys to step up. We have a little bit of adversity with all the injuries that are going on, but I think it's something that we can hit head on. I think we have a good enough team to be able to come and play every night. So it's been good for the guys to get an opportunity to play, but hopefully we can get back to healthy again.
We saw a tragedy in the sport last week. WHL comes out and announces mandatory net guard protection. What's your take on that all? Because we've been asking guys at the NHL level. We know hockey players are creatures of habit, so obviously there's pros and cons, but like, what's your kind of take on the whole situation there with net guards?
Yeah, I think that tragedy was for sure a wake up call for the whole hockey world. I think net guards should be a little bit more common in the game. I think it's starting to happen now. So there's a few NHLers and a couple of AHL teams or players that are wearing it, and I think it should be a player's choice if they want to. And I think it can be a little bit take a little bit of time to get accustomed to, so I can understand why players want to wear it. But I think if you want to wear it, it's a pretty good idea. I think you might see me wearing one if we get a chance, maybe.
Absolutely. Arsh, I want to ask about Nikita Tolopilo, who's come over here from the Allsvenskan. And I got to ask, what's it like shooting on a guy that's that big in practice? How much do you get to kind of work on hitting those tight corners? Because it feels like this guy takes up the whole damn net when he's in there.
Yeah, he's a hell of a player. I think he's had a pretty good start to the season. I think someone we can trust ourselves on. He's played some really good hockey, and I think he's also a really good guy. He's one of my good buddies. So when I see him around the rink, I'm able to kind of have some banter with him. So it's been nice having him around, and I think he's gonna have a great season.
He's quiet with us in the media when I've talked to him, but I hear he's one of the funnier guys in the room. Like, does he just take a little bit to crack open, or what?
Yeah, he's a funny dude. I think that's why I like him a lot. He's got pretty solid English as well, so he's a good guy, and it's always fun to mess around with him. And he's a hell of a goalie as well.
So we talked to Will Landon last week. He said you were one of the funniest guys in the room, said you had a pretty dry sense of humor. We also asked him about the Halloween costumes. He said Vinny Arsenault had the worst one by a country mile last year. Who had the worst Halloween costume this year when you guys were on the road?
You know what? We actually didn't do any Halloween celebration this time around. We were playing that night, but no. Willie's a funny dude. I think he runs that locker room pretty well, and it's a lot of fun when he's in the dressing room. So I appreciate him telling me that.
I think I remember hearing that Jack Rathbone was the locker room DJ. Has a new guy had to take over or step up to the plate this season?
Yeah, I think Jack was the DJ for sure. I think Tristan or Neeler's been hurt. He's the DJ. Sometimes it's been Sass. So far Sasson's done a good job running.
And as I know, last year we had some fun with you guys' win song, One Step at a Time. Is there something can you take us inside the locker room and let us know if you have a new win song this year? Or is that something you just got to kind of work through naturally as the year goes on?
Yeah, I think we're still testing the waters. There's a few songs, but I think next time you hear from us, I think you'll have a clear answer for that.
Okay, a couple more wins, and then we'll check back with you, Arsh. Appreciate you jumping on the show. Hey, Diwali weekend this weekend here for the Abbotsford Canucks. How excited are you to get those jerseys back on and have a fun night there on Saturday night?
Yeah, it should be a good time. I think we'll probably have some cool jerseys to wear for warm up, and I think good crowd, and there should be some cool events going on in between the periods. It's always a fun time having some cool events.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing that Saturday night. The jerseys look, I don't swear on the show, but you know what I want to say. That and then awesome. They look amazing. So Arsh, appreciate you taking the time today. Continue to have good success in the AHL, man. And I know we'll see you in the NHL here pretty soon, by the way that you're playing right now. So thanks, Arsh.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
There he is. Arshdeep Bains joining us from the Abbotsford Canucks, leading the AHL in points. Big weekend this weekend. They're back for the next 2 weeks. The Abbotsford Canucks are. So I wonder what that win song is going to end up being in the end.
He said next time we talk to him, we'll have an answer.
They got to get a couple of those wins, and we'll see. Osnuck asked, "What is the Abbotsford goal song?"
Holiday,
which is a good one.
Yeah,
it's a good track out there.
I
think they got a couple songs that they can run up there. I like. I think throwing Creed out there. That's my call.
Their reunion tour. Did you see that the Rangers hadn't lost a game since Creed announced?
Listen, Creed's hot in the sports world right now. If
Yeah.
you played higher by Creed after a Vancouver Canucks goal, come on.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good one. We didn't even think of that.
No, I like that. I think
Well, I mean, you thought of it.
La 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 la. I get you get the chant, but I think that song was used so much in some bad Canucks times. I think it's time to turn the page. You got a new captain. You got this team. It's running well. Give me some Creed. Take me higher.
Give me some Creed. Take me higher.
Yeah.
Okay.